Greetings metal community, it's Roger back with another video. Yeah, been a while, been doing other stuff and not been in the mood for shooting videos. But I was also on a black metal festival last weekend, so it took some time off my hands there. But yeah, been I have a stack of vinyl here that I've been sitting for far too long. This is the Runemagick Beyond the Cenotaph of Mankind. Came out last year. The only guy I've seen talked about this album is Dennis over at Analog Archives. He had it on his 2023 list. Yeah, great album by them. Especially the first side here is kind of more reminiscent of the third album. You know, the kind of transcending between the proper death metal down to the doom. Especially the A side here is really more up tempo than they have been for a while. A little bit more juicier sound as well overall. So yeah, really returned to good old form here, I would say, by Runemagick. Did get it a little bit too late to kind of listen to it enough to put it on any list, but definitely a potential top 20 album. Out on yeah, Hammerheart Records. I don't think I have to talk more about Runemagick. If you haven't checked out that band, you know, it's doomy death metal now. It's been totally death doom. It's been also totally old school death metal back when they started. In first album was 99, I think. But yeah, also picked up this Catacomb When the Stars Are Right out on Extreme Music and some other collaboration stuff here. This is a French band that released some stuff back in the days, but this is kind of their comeback album, so to say, and I was very surprised on the quality. It's really good album, really cool cover as well. Sorry about my lighting being a bit bad, but kind of kept a little bit of the old school, but they have kind of modernized their sound. It's still based on the 90s death metal, but way modern sound on it, and some really good leads here as well, and a little bit catchy. Not the deepest vocals as well, so yeah, it's a really good album. I'm very surprised by it, hence I bought it. But I'm kind of, when these old guys start releasing stuff after 30 years, you know, it can be hit and miss. But this was a nice surprise. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk so much about these albums because some of them have been sitting for way too long. I need to go and revisit them. But yeah, another 2023 release, Asphodelus, Sculpting from Time, Finland. Kind of death doomy, but I would say this is, if you take the very early Catatonia stuff, Dance from December Souls, this is worship of that type of death metal. Really has a lot of the same kind of melancholy, sadness over them. This came on a light blue vinyl, sea blue or whatever they call it. I think that was the only color variation for this, so I had to pick it up on colored vinyl. But yeah, if you like Catatonia, Dance of December Soul, and the early Catatonia, and haven't checked out this band, go and do so. This is really good stuff, and I didn't put it on my list again because I didn't get it soon enough, but I played it several times afterwards, and it is really good. Again, Hammerheart Records. Still on the 2023 releases. I wasn't sure I wanted to pick up this, but this is Asinhell with Impii Hora. Project with the Volbeat guitarist or former Dominus guy and Mark Greve on vocals. That was kind of what made me buy this, was Mark Greve's vocals, because he sounds pretty good here. A little bit uneven, yeah, it's just the lyrics. Kind of uneven vocal performance. I don't know if they have used some time or he just got better and better in the studio. Black Vinyl, Metal Blade. But this album is really good. It is kind of a... if you take Morgoth's Odium and also Dominus, especially the second album, it's kind of where it lies. The vocals, of course, reminiscence. But Mark Greve's vocals is kind of in the Odium era vocal style. So yeah, if you like those two bands, you should go and check it out, because this turned out to be a pretty good listen. It's a great album. I really kind of didn't expect them to get it done so well, but if you're kind of missing Morgoth Odium and Dominus, go and check it out. It's a great album. Then I picked up the new Aeternus out on Gonia Records, called Philosopher. I would say I'm a big fan of Aeternus, but they are kind of a little bit uneven in their discography. It's not everything that's really good. I've really enjoyed the previous two albums. This is kind of a step back into more of a blackened feeling to it, but it's not as good as the two previous albums. Still need to listen to it more, of course, but I would say I'm disappointed because it's a good album, but I kind of feel it's a little bit lacking a little bit energy. I don't know if the production is a little bit flat, or it's just me that haven't kind of gotten into the songs proper yet, but it is a step down from the previous two albums in my opinion, but still a great album, but not a top-notch one yet. That might turn, but or change, but as I said, it's a little bit more back to a of course Black Vinyl, a little bit more blackened vibe to it. Just kind of the lack of energy in the production, maybe. I don't think it's anything wrong with the songs, but yeah, a little bit flat. It's also kind of hand numbered 230 out of 250. I don't think they will sell out any fast. I mean, Aeternus is not the biggest band in the world, but yeah. I will. This is one of the bands that I might stop buying stuff from, but as I will see how the album grows on me. Then a couple of albums that I've shown before, but different formats. Had to pick up the Rotten Casket Zombicron on vinyl as well, or had to. I really didn't have to, but I wanted to. Black vinyl with the cool scent label. And also show the inner, actually the inner of some old school. You see the drawings of the guys, and you know, the tape booklet is actually cooler than this. So I'm glad that I have it on tape, because you have that picture of them under a cross. Kind of Swedish, a mix between Dutch and Swedish old school death metal. With Fundrunen on vocals. You can't really go wrong with Fundrunen, in my opinion. So if you haven't heard Rotten Casket, go and check them out. I will of course link everything up below as always. Yeah, I showed you that I picked up this album, but I haven't talked about it. This is Frozen Soul, again 2023. Rotten Casket was also 2023, and yeah. All of the albums here, actually. So yeah, was this some stupid color, or no? It was pure black, as it should be. And I was kind of a little bit reluctant to pick it up because the first 2 songs that was released was, yeah, there was one good song and one that I didn't it didn't grab me at all. And I kind of have to say the same about this album. It doesn't grab me as much as the first album, and they have changed up a little bit on their riffing and stuff like that, which I think is good, because you can't do 2 ball thrower worship albums one after the other. And sorry for my fucking misspeaking here, but misspeaking. Yes, great cover, by the way. But as I said, it's kind of a little bit uneven for me, and it's kind of a little bit difficult to kind of get a bearing on where they are going musically. I think it's a little bit messy in my ears. Of course, I need to spin it a little bit more, but I've given it enough spins for me to kind of decide if I really like it or not. So I'm kind of still on the fence with this album. I do prefer the previous way over this one, but as I said before, maybe in 6 months I love this album. But as for now, I'm pretty frozen on my kind of enthusiasm for this album. But yeah, it's not a critic of how they play the music. It's just maybe I'm tired of the whole new wave of old school death metal and stuff like that. It takes a little bit more to kind of bring forth the enthusiasm in me, I feel. Then I also showed this before, but I haven't spoken much about it. It's the Dream Ending and Worm split. Really good stuff. I'm a big fan of both these bands, and I don't know if I pulled out this small poster the last time, but I will give it a go once more. It's fucking massive, but yeah. So especially the first song here by Worm is totally old school. You know, it's Emperor Worship in my book, but yeah, cool stuff. And Dream and Ending do their you know, dreamy, doomy, weird metal, and I like their style. They have a kind of a unique thing going on. So if you haven't picked it up, I mean, it's different styles, but they kind of work together, because Worm is also very doomy, even though he has more black elements on it. So and awesome cover and colors as well. So yeah, that was a quick one, blasting through some vinyls. I do have too much stuff in my inbox, so I have to kind of rush through some. I do have another video like this with vinyls, and I do have a massive stack of CDs, but I don't know if I'm going to show everything. There will be a black metal update as well, but the next one will probably be I think I will do a heavy metal, thrash metal, speed metal, you know, best of 23. I thought about it a little bit, and I picked up quite a few in those genres, so I will probably do that for my next video. Yeah, thanks as always for watching, subscribing. I've been fucking the subscribers have been rolling in, and I'm up to 1140 now, and which is fucking awesome. So thanks to everybody, old and new subscribers, really appreciate it. So see you soon, or as I always say, vi